Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So it's a special one. I got 2 Tanics finished. Let's see if I could fit them in one video. So I got a couple other things I want to talk about as well, and a little fun I had here with my Praetorian. Some of you might know what it is, but it is what it is. So real quick, guys. So you know, the Tanics are an ongoing thing. The responses are insane. Thank everyone for the support they've given me. I will be taking orders soon. We're just making sure. I'm taking a couple here and there, but I just want to make sure I got everything right. It probably will be over the phone, guys, because I want to have a personal back and forth with each person that has each one. I want it to be very personal because, you know, it's just for me, it's more memorable that way. Not as far as making memories, but as far as remembering things. Having the numbers in my phone and stuff, and just making sure everything just goes nice and smooth. So my Tanic here, number 0, I'm using a lot. There's a little wear on that, a little dirt and crap that's just embedded in there from chopping with it. Got some scuffs up here at the top, but you know, all that's just good. But it's still solid. Funny thing is, I've been thinking a lot. I was talking to Jason Browse, and I actually took the division flipper apart and put the bearings from here, which are cage bearings, in my Tanic, and they're 100% perfect in there. So I'll have those as well, and I may switch over to them. The action is pretty similar. I mean, it's almost exactly the same. It's a different type of smooth, but every one of these Tanics seem to have a different smoothness to them. So we'll see, guys. I mean, I don't know much about the needle thrust bearings. I know what I was told about them by the company that makes them, and did some research, and the verdict's not out. And you know, some people say negative things, some people say positive things, but nobody really knows for sure. So far, they're awesome. Now, me, I have an extra added frustration with knives in general, especially knives with bearings. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of having bearings. I like it a lot. It's fun to play with. They're very smooth. But I usually don't carry a knife. Well, I do carry this one, but with bearings while I'm grinding, because the metal shavings can get inside there very easily. It happens because, I mean, you got this like this in your pocket. Stuff gets down in here, gets in the bearings, and with these needle thrust bearings, if stuff gets in there, it's just not good. So just with any bearing. So, but anyway. Moving on. So that may be in the future, guys. I will probably run it past a few people that are over here, see what they think, comparing to each other. So, but you know, the same price. I'm not saving any money. They're custom made for Browse, and he was nice enough to hook me up with a bunch. So I'll have them maybe for a future project or maybe this project. So we'll see. Either way, I think they're both good. So real quick, not to take too much time out of the video. So Greg sent this to me as a gift. I thank you again, dude. This was by no means supposed to be taken as an insult in any way, shape, or form. It's my knife. I wanted to do this because I've been so curious about it since day one. No matter who does the grind with that Tonto and a hollow grind, it's just, no matter what knife it is, it's not my favorite grind. I want to keep this, and with the grind the way it was, it's just not as, it's for me not what I want to use it for. It's got more of a, yeah, I'm not a military guy. Like, he basically pushes these on, and it's good. It's really good. It works for what they need it for. It's like a big pry bar. But I wanted something that could do finer tasks. So in no way is this supposed to be an insult. In no way. I promise you that. I'm not being sarcastic, anything like that. But I had some fun with it, and I've always been curious because I've always wanted a drop point, and I wanted to bring the grind up a bit, and ended up convexing it in Mike's honor. And I am very happy with the way it looks and the way it performs. It's a paper slicer for, you know, shaves. It's beautiful. I like the drop point a lot. It's happened because I was sharpening it, and I was having some fun. And I moved a little and sharpened something wrong. It was late night, and it was stupid, and I was like, oh crap, and I pretty much ruined it. So I was like, screw it, you know, I already went this far, might as well keep going. So about midnight 2 days ago, I just started grinding, and it just started to look so sexy. This is more my thing. I'm less tactical, more perform. I'm somewhere in between, actually. I don't really care, to tell you the truth, but I thought this, just with the spine being polished, it's beautiful. And I've been carrying this thing like crazy. It's actually pushed my Tanic out of the way. It's funny. This thing is so smooth, too. But, I mean, Greg can make a damn good locking knife, guys. I could say that. No matter what people say about him or whatever, what you think I think about him, which is probably wrong. You know, he's been a kind guy to me, regardless of the ridiculousness on video and what he said about Gavco. Kind of crappy, but whatever. So anyway, I thought you guys would get a kick out of that, and I can't wait till Greg comes here and strangles me. But I will keep this forever now because it's awesome. I love it. It's more my thing. I like to personalize stuff, and as a knife maker, I could do this, so I did it. So anyway, moving on. So we got 2 Tanics, one for one of my best friends ever, and the other one for a shithead on YouTube named Alex. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Alex. I love to mess with Alex, and sometimes he can't handle it. But, oh shit, I forgot his toad. Damn. I'm supposed to put his toad in the video too. But Alex's and Gavco, one of my best friends here on YouTube and in real life. These two helped me in different ways. Alex was pretty much a friend, played Xbox with him a lot. We were very, had a lot of nice conversations while playing Battlefield and Call of Duty and everything, and it was just a good time. Became a friend, and I helped him out with what he does, taught him a few things here over the phone, and just in general a good dude. Sometimes annoys me, but that's just because he thinks he can pimp knives better than me or something, but we all know that's not true. But anyway, not to take too much time out, I love this knife. I seriously was debating just freaking keeping it and telling him to screw off, but I didn't. I can't do that. I'm gonna fall in love with like every single one. This one's just so smooth in many ways. So this is the first conceal carry Tanic, and it could not be more beautiful. It's just lightly contoured, kind of like the SNG conceal carry. You lose a bit of weight there, which is kind of nice. Sorry, just gonna lose a little bit of weight, and you gain a really comfortable finish. And this titanium just keeps impressing me. It's knife maker grade 6AL, but it's just, I feel like it's a step above. I don't know. It's just, I've worked with a lot of titanium. This stuff just feels crazy. This is like so smooth. It's like glass. It actually feels smoother than glass. It's just crazy. So it's a nice bronze to it. Just everything was contoured with the knife, basically no blade, but everything was together. So everything was nice and contoured to give it that one-piece look, which it doesn't have because it's not titanium backspacer. That's the A2. It's also bronze, just a different hue. Everything's nice and rounded here for like really comfortable and smooth. Feels really good. These pointed tips on the backspacer, I think, add something to it. It's like the way the tip meets this tip. And yeah, so the pivot, I love the pivot on this, and these screws too. They contour right along with it. So you might have a trouble lining them up when you're putting it back together after you try to make it look different, Alex. I hope you don't. The thing is perfect. Just a nice stonewash bronze, and to see the action is ridiculous on this one. I don't know if it's the lightening of the weight being a little bit lighter that makes it like this, but it is so nice. I mean, it's perfect. They all have their own perfection to them. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn, guys, good. But when I finish this and it's just to my standards, it's beyond my standards, it's perfect, more than I could ask for each one. Because I've had a lot of knives, guys, and for it to surpass other knives that I've handled by far, I'm just in love with it. But this one's a tad sticky, needs to break in a little bit more. Just got a little healthy little right there. But and a lot of detail to this one. It's very simple, as you can see. But there's some little details here. For one, you got the sculpted pocket clip instead of the bent pocket clip. Basically took a solid piece of tie that was about 3/16 thick, sculpted it up. Everything's rounded on it, including where it contacts the titanium scale. So it's just nice rounded all around. There's no edges on it at all. It's just nice and contoured and smooth and conceal carry just like the rest of the knife. It's really nice, and I put these nice beefy looking screws in there. They step up because of the level, and then as you can see inside, just a little added, just like some luxury for the blade to sit in. Just a nice little shiny bronzed rock pattern in there. It adds something. It's almost like it's sitting in a like a display when it's closed. Just gorgeous. And the grind on this one is flawless. Alex is such a prick when it comes to picking stuff apart, so I made sure that it was like nice and perfect, nice and sharp and everything. Really nice. I love this one. I mean, I'm a fan of simple, so this really does it for me. I wasn't sure at first about the conceal carry on this thing because of the shape. Usually I like a more straight handle, like a strider, where you can get that nice straight line going down it, like a contour. But this one actually is fine. It's great, actually. I love it. It may look off-center, this side's thicker by a hair, so it gives it that off-center look. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, some of my swedges might be a hair to the right or hair left. It's hand done. It's very difficult to get it perfect. I have gotten it perfect before, but it looks perfect to me. I mean, everything's beautiful. I mean, it doesn't affect anything. It's just nitpicking pretty much. So it's hand done. I mean, I don't use any jigs or any like guides or anything like that. So, you know, for the most part, it's absolutely perfect, minus maybe like a hair to the left or right. But guys, I mean, if you're complaining about that, like, then I don't want to sell my knife to you, because I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I love everything. The grind is perfect. That's the one thing that really bothers me, is when the grind's not straight. This grind is nice and straight, and the swedge is just difficult. See that? It's real thin. That real thin. It's almost not even shown on camera. Really, really sharp, this one. But that's that guy. So next up, Gavco. So Mike, you guys know him. He's been on my channel a million times. I talked about him like once or twice. But now in the top 20, in my 20 people, I mean, everybody's helped me on there, but for the most part, Mike has been more of a help than anybody, period. I mean, I've talked to him. I talk to him almost every night. We just shoot the shit about like everything going on, like just swap like tips back and forth. Brian's probably laughing at that one. But he's just helped me a lot. We argue a lot because of our different philosophies, but we learn from those arguments. We butt heads like constantly, but in the end, we're always friends, and that's the mark of a true friendship. And he's just, you know, he's helped me when I've been down. He's helped me out of a rut like many times. I've helped him. You know, I've helped him to improve the overall look of some of his knives. He's helped me improve the overall sharpness of some of my blades. So it's like a perfect combo there, and like we come from two different worlds. Like, I'm a knife collector. Like, I'm into the high end, really sexy, don't give a shit if it cuts or not. No, I do, but you know, like, I don't care so much about like the geometry and all the science behind the edge performance out in the woods or chopping this and that. But you know, he's gotten me more into that and really appreciating that, and you know, I'm very grateful to him for it. So I, you know, asked him if he wanted to be in the Tanics, and he said yes, and he said he's going to give me his frame lock. Now this Tanic is special because it's the first one like this, but it's also the first one that I used a lock bar insert because this blade locked up a little late. I mean, by late I mean 20 to 30%. And I was originally going to do that and send it to somebody, but I didn't want him to have one like that. I want him to have the perfection, the real early lockup of the rest of them that doesn't cause any issues. And I know Mike likes a later lockup because of his, you know, views on everything. So this one, thanks to Ferrum Forge guy, Ferrum Forge guys, Elliot at Ferrum Forge is an awesome guy. I love watching his channel. I'm not bullshitting, I do. He's very funny, very smart, like way smarter than he pretends he is. But just a good dude, and he just made me a quick private video, and I just caught on right away. I saw like about a minute or two of it, and I just knew exactly what I had to do. So this guy is almost like this, but the opposite. So you got, and this doesn't have an edge yet. I'm not finished with it. It's not smooth as hell right now, but it is smooth. So you got your nice blade here, no edge on it. Then you got the rock pattern all up in this shit. I'm so glad that Mike didn't want me to do blue on this, because it gets annoying when he wants blue on every piece of titanium in the world. So I did it blue originally, and then I called him. I was like, what color did you want it? Because I knew like 100% in my head that it was supposed to be blue. He's like, no, I want it bronze, like I want the fallout treatment, you know. And I'm like, are you kidding? Really? Thank God. So I threw the scales back in the stone washer, and they came out beautiful, but they had a slight blue hint to them, which is just, you can see it right here on the camera there. It's just beautiful. And a little light polishing on the tips of the rock pattern. And Mike wanted everything rock, you know, so everything is rock iron. So you barely see the screws here. They're actually, this one's lined up. This one's a little off as far as like the patterns were done with the screws. The pivot's beautiful. I mean, it's almost like veins or something. It's beautiful. And the backspacer, of course, Mike wanted rock pattern everywhere. He's obsessed with his rock pattern. So the backspacer is bronzed. Sort of matches. It does match, but it's not the same exact. Polished the tips slightly. Rock pattern all around there, coming all the way to the front here. Little subtle bits right here. Nothing on the front here. And as you can see, There's the 2 screws right here. I'll probably in the future, like when I get used to doing this, it'll be cleaner looking. This is fine. I could have bronzed these and made them look better, but I actually am proud of this. You can see the lock bar. Hopefully I can catch it on camera here. See the lock bar insert here. And it wasn't so bad. I mean, it's about almost a little under halfway through the scale. It's hardened D2. I stonewashed it and made sure it, wouldn't rust or anything. Put the AG solutions on it just to make sure. And as you can see, there's little details here for Mike. I just wanted to keep going, make it really, really special. The flipper, the top side, I guess you'd say, well, the underside when it's closed, also has rock pattern on it right here. The spine is got the rock pattern down all the way in this guy here, like all along the spine of the blade, like all right here, and then you got the lock face there. Even the jimping has little tiny rock pattern on it, all along the spine here and all along the spine of the swedge. There's a nice, sexy rock pattern on it, and I really like it a lot. And also, I almost forgot, the pocket clip, Damascus steel. That has been acid washed and then heated with oil on it, so it makes a protective layer, kind of gives it this brownish bronze look to it. So it's got the rock pattern at the tip there, same with the rest of it. You can see a little bit of Damascus there just because the lighting's bad. It's real thin. Mike likes a real thin pocket clip, so as you can see it's a lot different than anything else, but it's also one of the sculpted ones. It's got 2 beefy screws in here. It's got enough tension that you can almost pull a little bit of it up, but it just slides right in there. I make sure that it's flat, beveled on the side so it doesn't catch anywhere. It's not like this one. This one's completely rounded everywhere. This one is flat with the rock pattern, beveled on the sides very nicely for an overall like really nice look. But I want it to be really skinny because I know Mike likes that, and it carries pretty deep in your pocket. It actually goes all the way up to here, like right after the screw. So I'm very happy with this one. And the lockup on this guy is probably the best of all of them. The detent's great. Mike will like this a lot. It's just perfect, and it rips open just like the rest of them, even without lube or anything. I've been putting the Tough Glide in there, but just nice action. So you get hand grease on it. Kind of has that like Daliber, like heat colored look to it a little bit, but it's super comfortable. It's the same as this comfort, but a little bit better, I guess you'd say, because of the grooves in it. There's some that like hit your fingers and just feels nice, and it's pretty funny that Mike and Alex have very similar taste. No, I'm kidding. So these 2 are finished, and Alex, thanks for being patient, dude. I know you turned into a prick there for a little bit, but we all make our mistakes. I'm sorry I had to come to your house and smack you around a little bit, but and I know your wife's probably like, why can't you make a knife like that? And I'm going to say the same thing. Why can't you make a knife like that, Alex? I'm just joking. I'm just kidding with you, dude. But hopefully we play many games of Battlefield 4 in the future coming up. I cannot wait. I will stop work early to play that every night with you guys, you and Meat Press. And Mike, dude, I hope you like this, man. I made it I turned into Michael Gavco in my head, and I went all out on this thing. I made sure it was, no holding back, just went all out on it, and it turned out beautiful. I love it, and I hope you like it, man. And Mike says I always forget to thank him in videos. I consider him so much a friend that I don't even feel like I need to thank him. It's almost like he, goes hand in hand with my channel. Him and me, we're kind of like best friends, and you guys all know that. But honestly, Mike, thank you for everything over the years, the last 2 years, 2.5 years. It's just great, dude, and I think you're an idiot for moving to Florida, and I hate you for it with a passion. But he says he'll come here. He'll still come here once a month, which I don't believe, but that'll get a little pricey. But I guess for his munchkin, he would do that. So, but Mike, yeah, let me know if you want to do the edge yourself or you want me to do it. I know you said that, but maybe you don't want to. But look at that lock. Look at that with the insert and everything. Beautiful. So now I know that I can fix any problem I come across with any of the locks. And the detent as well. I actually put a larger detent in mine because it was light. You guys knew that I put a light detent in there, but now it's just as good as the rest of them, if not better, just because I'm awesome. But it's got like a really thick detent in there. But alright guys, let me know what you think of Gavco's Tanic and Alex's gorgeous Tanic here. Love it. This is more my speed than Mike's, but you know, Mike's got his very specific taste and stuff. I have a very specific taste too, and this is just so smooth. Absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. This may end up like that, but not bronze. Maybe bronze. Bronze is really sexy. It's got that nuke treatment, you know, that one that Solo does. Just kidding. Got some stickiness in the lock there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Peace.